Beneath the vast Pacific lies a world so deep, so dark, and so extreme that sunlight has never reached it. A place where pressure could crush a human body in seconds, and yet, life still endures. It is deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Strange sounds echo through its abyss, and despite decades of exploration, most of it remains unknown. This is the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth and one of the most alien environments on our planet. For centuries, people stared out across the ocean and imagined what might lie beneath. To early sailors, the deep sea was a realm of monsters and mystery, a place where dragons, serpents, and whirlpools swallowed ships whole. The first real clue to the trench's existence came in 1875, when the British expedition HMS Challenger lowered a rope with a weight attached and recorded a depth of more than 8,000 meters, or about 26,200 feet. With no submarines or sonar, they relied solely on courage and curiosity. Their simple measurement hinted at a world far deeper and stranger than anyone had imagined. In 1951, another ship bearing the same proud name, HMS Challenger II, returned to the Pacific with sonar technology. Instead of ropes and weights, it used sound waves to scan the seafloor. What it found was astonishing, a depth of 10,900 meters, around 35,760 feet. At last, humans had a reliable measurement of Earth's deepest point. Just 9 years later, in 1960, a bold expedition attempted what many believed impossible. Swiss oceanographer Jacques Piccard and U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh descended toward the seafloor in the Trieste, a steel pressure sphere designed to withstand unimaginable forces. Their journey lasted nearly 5 hours, ending at 10,916 meters, over 35,800 feet. At that depth, the pressure is more than 1,000 times that at the surface, equivalent to several jumbo jets pressing down on every square meter. Yet when the pair reached the bottom, they saw something move, a living creature resembling a flatfish, stirring in the sediment. In the harshest environment on Earth, life quietly persisted. The Mariana Trench is a product of plate tectonics. Here, the Pacific Plate is slowly diving beneath the Philippine Sea Plate, carving out a vast depression over millions of years. The trench stretches more than 2,500 kilometers, or about 1,580 miles, and in places is up to 70 kilometers wide. Near the bottom, temperatures remain just above freezing, around 1 to 4 degrees Celsius, or 34 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. With no sunlight, photosynthesis is impossible. Life instead depends on chemosynthesis, where microbes convert chemicals such as methane and hydrogen sulfide into energy. These microbes form the foundation of a unique ecosystem, one that may resemble life on distant worlds like Europa or Enceladus. Despite its remoteness, the trench is not still. It trembles with earthquakes, releases volcanic gases, and supports a community of strange, glowing creatures adapted to crushing pressure and permanent darkness. Modern exploration has uncovered remarkable stories from the trench. In 1995, Japan's robotic probe Kaiko reached the Challenger Deep, collecting sediment samples and capturing vivid footage of life thriving under extreme pressure. Researchers identified amphipods much larger than expected, as well as bacteria that survive by processing chemicals from the seafloor. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron made a historic solo dive in the DeepSea Challenger. He spent nearly 3 hours at the bottom describing a landscape that looked desolate and lunar, smooth sediment plains interrupted by occasional ridges and boulders. Nearly every sample he collected contained previously unknown microorganisms, reinforcing how little we still understand. Then in 2019, explorer Victor Vescovo set a new depth record at 10,928 meters, 35,853 feet, in the submersible limiting factor. His dive revealed both wonder and warning. Alongside strange deep-sea creatures, he witnessed a plastic bag drifting in the current. Even Earth's deepest place shows evidence of human activity. Today, exploration of the trench relies on cutting-edge robotics and advanced sensors. Autonomous vehicles like Sebastian, Abismo, and Limiting Factor can descend to crushing depths while transmitting valuable data back to the surface. Equipped with cameras, manipulators, and sensitive instruments, these machines reveal details once thought unreachable. Recent studies have uncovered microplastics embedded in seafloor sediments and inside amphipods living more than 10,000 meters deep. This discovery shows that human pollution now reaches every corner of the ocean, even those untouched by light. But research also brings hope. Scientists continue to find species that challenge our understanding of biology. Deep-sea snailfish thrive where pressure would crush most life. Some bacteria break down methane, a greenhouse gas far stronger than carbon dioxide, suggesting a potential role in climate regulation. Other microorganisms produce enzymes so resilient that they may inspire new medicines, more efficient waste processing systems, or biodegradable materials. In many ways, the trench may hold biological tools that could help solve problems we face on land. The trench is far more than a geological curiosity. It helps reveal how our planet functions. Subduction zones like this one recycle oceanic crust, shape continents, and are responsible for powerful earthquakes and tsunamis. They also play a silent role in climate regulation. When organic material sinks into the trench and becomes buried deep within the earth, carbon is locked away for millions of years. Understanding this process helps scientists refine models of how the planet stabilizes itself after major environmental changes. Biologically, the trench pushes the limits of what life can endure. If organisms thrive in near-freezing darkness under pressure greater than any on the surface, then life may exist in the hidden oceans of other worlds, surviving not through sunlight, but through chemistry. The Mariana Trench is not just Earth's deepest point. It is a window into the planet's hidden machinery. Nearly 11 kilometers or 7 miles below the surface, it contains ecosystems powered by chemosynthesis, geological forces that shape continents, and life forms that redefine biological limits. Humans have visited it only a handful of times, yet even there, traces of our pollution appear. Still, in the cold darkness, life adapts and persists. Each expedition reveals more about geology, chemistry, evolution, and resilience. At the planet's lowest point, we find both mystery and hope. The Mariana Trench remains one of Earth's last great frontiers, a silent world of power, history, and profound mystery. We have mapped Mars with greater detail than our own ocean floor, yet every dive into the trench reshapes our understanding of life and of the planet itself. Perhaps its greatest secret is not what lies at its bottom, but what it reflects about us, our endless drive to explore. As long as there are depths left uncharted, humanity will continue the search. And don't forget to like and subscribe.